What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are in my bedroom. Wanted to bring you guys into a more intimate environment for a more intimate conversation. As you guys know, I create a lot of impactful videos on this channel, sharing wisdom, really helping you guys reach your best levels of self-mastery, self-sufficiency, etc., etc., etc. Been getting a lot of amazing comments on this channel. I'm so happy that the content is reaching so many of you that are ready to listen to it, and it's reaching deep. I wanted to put an effort into making sure that this relationship between y'all and I is progressively getting, more intimate and closer. You guys get a sense of who I am. And that way, the people that do return, the people that do subscribe time and time again, y'all can really feel like y'all really know me, and I can put myself out there so that as you guys continue to support the channel, you guys know who you're rooting for. So if you don't know my story already, I'll dive a little bit into that. I'll dive into kind of currently where I'm at, because now we're like 22 days into the new year. We have been posting now 22 days straight, which is an accomplishment of y'all and myself. So congratulations to us. And I'll kind of just go into my vision for this channel so you guys know what's going on and what's in my head. Cool? All right. And again, if you guys like this video, please leave a like. It does help the channel. I really am trying to skyrocket this channel. I've seen so many of my friends do it. I do it for my clients, and it's time to get some of that love in my direction. So here we go. So my story is an interesting one. I believe everybody's story is interesting, and mine's definitely interesting. So I was born in the Dominican Republic, and I was a very interesting soul. I remember being very curious and very kind of like, what's going on here? What's going on in this reality? Always being a curious kid, always being courageous, and always wanting to know more about what's going on, whether it be people, reality, environments, etc. I was a very young lucid dreamer. I remember lucid dreaming, and I was like 4 years old. As you can imagine, not much to lucid dream about at that age, so I was lucid dreaming about milk. I remember lucid dreaming time and time again over a bottle of milk at the edge of the bed that I would continuously try to grab. Eventually, as I was able to reach the bottle, I then got frustrated about not being able to bring it back into reality. So that was early on in my years. And me and my family, we came to the United States in 2003 when I was 5. And even that added another layer of like, whoa, like changing locations. I grew up in the Dominican Republic, now I'm in New York City, learning a different language, seeing this different world. We are moving, I would say frequently, the first few years in New York City. And New York City was such a melting pot of experiences. And of course, it's like one of the coolest cities in the world. So I really felt like, if there is a place where you can feel like the main character, New York City is a place. So I felt like the main character in the sense of like, I felt like I could do anything, and I felt like the world was for me to conquer. So I had that attitude growing up in school. I wasn't really fulfilled and engaged by my studies, and I was really engaged by the social dynamics, making people laugh, etc. I was the youngest of 3. My brother was very much into technology and video games, and so I followed suit. I was very close to him, and he was able to then get a computer. I was then watching a lot of YouTube and learned about the social media game. And I was seeing how much these YouTubers were making. And as I asked myself, well, how do I take advantage of this immigrant story that I have? I want to make as much money as possible. And I was seeing how much money these YouTubers were making, and the fact that they were doing it in about 6 years. As I thought about college, I was like, well, I could aim for a master's, get into a ton of debt, or I could chase this dream that I have. It didn't really feel very realistic. So I first pursued the goal of joining the military. But the more that I got closer and closer towards graduation, the more realistic being a YouTuber became, especially as I started networking and started reaching out to other YouTubers online. One of my friends that I met online was a YouTuber. His name was Russo, Anthony Russo. He had 100,000 YouTube subscribers at the time. He kind of put me on and helped me understand that it was very much possible. So I left the military dream behind me and I started making a lot more videos. As I graduated high school, I learned more just through networking about different people that were successful on YouTube. And I learned about Gary Vaynerchuk. He had a social media kind of like marketing agency that was very successful. He was looking for people to create videos for him. And then that's when I learned that you could get paid to do so. I was working at a restaurant job at the time, basically just so uninterested in school, started skipping school a lot, working full time in my restaurant job to try to make money to build my own computer and to buy camera equipment. And then I learned about Gary Vee and how he was hiring content creators. And I was like, well, if I can find a job as a videographer, I can get paid to practice. So I started pursuing that. Got my first big gig 6 months after graduating high school to travel with an entrepreneur named Freddie Dolo. Traveled with him to over about 8 or 9 countries in time span about 5 months. It was such a cool experience. I have that documented on my YouTube channel. And then I had the confidence and the courage to come back to New York City and try to become a full-blown freelancer because my friends and people in my network at the time were doing it and I wanted to take full advantage of my youth. So I came back, made a ton of money my first 2 years, got confident enough to create an agency in 2021, failed through that up until about a year or two ago. And that's when I really started to get momentum going in this agency game, really understanding how to make money, how to price myself, how to speak about what I do. And through making money and understanding how that works, I understood that the big conversation around growth was personal growth. And my personal development journey, especially after the pandemic, really skyrocketed. I was an atheist up until the pandemic. I, again, was lucid dreaming all my life, but then I had a vision while I was awake, which really rocked my world. That vision made me very curious about spirituality. And I was just so curious, navigating it more and more through different plant medicine ceremonies that I was just being, manifested to. It felt like the opportunities were just popping up in front of me. And through all these experiences, just had very beautiful conversations with myself where I learned a lot about who I was. And through learning more about myself, I learned more about God, the universe, and, of course, all tied together, my purpose. And so now, flash forward to today, I am 26 years old. I am using my personal development journey and my own experience to navigate myself, learn more about myself, but also turn all that into purpose and turn that into service as well. And so what my goals are now is to continue to grow my business, Go Anomalous. We are helping more and more clients week by week. The message is resonating with more and more people. I'm learning more and more how to speak about it. Since I've started, I've done over $500,000 in sales. Of course, because I'm teaching myself all this stuff. It's not like it's all profit, which, by the way, you can sell it and you can make the money, but the question is, how much of it can you actually keep? And I've learned a lot, but I want a lot more just so I can have money I can keep. So that's the journey I'm on now. Honestly, like the journey of becoming a man, the journey of building something I can stand on, giving myself the sense of stability that I never knew I could truly manifest. It's never been clear for me. And so the journey now is to cut down extremely on expenses, make money to buy land, build a home or buy a home, and continue to scale my purpose, which is to help create more leaders, to help people become better people, so that we can help one community at a time, which is why I love speaking about self-sufficiency when it comes to physical, spiritual, and financial health. Because if I can help someone become a better individual, and then they can then show up for themselves and then the people and the things that they care about, with my impact, I can make people stronger and then inevitably make the world stronger in my own unique way. So I've had an absolute blast of a journey on social media throughout these many years. But what I've learned is that consistency really matters. It's been very hard to be consistent my entire life. And I just believe that, there's a time and a place for everything. And I really do believe that my time is now. My consistency now, my clarity now, after everything that I've been through, is just ridiculous. I've been posting every single day now on YouTube for about 22 days. I obviously spend a lot less time on these edits than what I know I'm capable of, but that's just because, I need balance in order to do everything else that I'm doing in my life with my agency and all these different things. The best that I can do right now is make like these little podcasts. If you go through my channel, you'll find more of my work. Like, I can spend a lot of time and energy into this, but right now I just can't. But it's not even about that for me right now. It is about balance, and it's about doing something no matter what, being consistent. If I can change people's lives and perspectives just based off of these videos, then I know it's so worth it. If I know people are watching and they're appreciating my word, then it's so worth it. And if I can just continue to be consistent, that's all that matters. And I know that I can be consistent because, guys, like, my life has just gone through a tornado the last 7 months. So if I can be this consistent after everything I've been through, if my business can grow after everything I've been through, I've worked out every single day for the last 22 days. My relationship keeps getting better. Um, you know, it's just a testament to what I'm capable of, but it's also a testament to how creative you can be when you are going after balance. And so what I'd love to share now is just like what has made the biggest difference for me, and what's made the biggest difference for me throughout my journey and everything that I've been through, and especially what I'm going through now. It's patience and presence. I need to constantly remind myself that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, and everything I need is in the present moment. And when I do that, I can give gratitude for what I have, and I find peace and I find clarity, and clarity is success. So that's the mission that I'm on, y'all. I really, it's so worth it. It gives me so much purpose. It makes everything so worth it, and it helps me get really creative with my problems, and it helps me continue to impress myself every single day. So hope that is cool with you, and I hope that you guys subscribe. I hope that you guys share this content. I hope you guys continue to listen to these videos every single day. I pray and I manifest and wish that these videos can do for you, what YouTube was for me when I was just, taking it one day at a time in high school. I didn't know what was going on, but I just spent time with different influencers and watching their content, and it got me through a lot of just difficult times where I was just so numb. There was no room for growth. I was just breathing through it all one day at a time. So if you guys watch these videos every single day, I appreciate you. If you guys are, please let me know in the comments, because that's what I want for these channel, for this video on this channel. And I know that these videos are worth it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed and you'd like to join our community, please subscribe. If this video made you feel anything in any type of way and you'd like to share it in the comments, please do. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.